All right, I'm back again. Let's see. I wanted to share just in general for those that, coming to who knowing within that's experiencing, starting to see, feel, hear, comprehend, smell, like I like to call it coming online. And from my experience, it be people that be knowing about you before you even know about yourself. And the reason why I say that is because back in 2014, 15, I had just got out of prison. And, you getting out, you want to be productive to society. And it's like the more I tried to be productive, like society didn't want me to do right, do good. So like I went as far as even work for a paid daily workplace, Labor Ready, that was the name of it. And I came across this one guy that I went on a ticket and did work for. And he pulled me off to the side and was like, hey, I want you to come travel with me. I'm going to Georgia. I got a couple of stores because I do flooring. So like one of my specialties is like I'm a tech on flooring, installing, whatever. I do flooring. I do amongst other things too, but flooring is like my specialty. So I'm with this guy, and he wasn't no normal guy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. And he was white. And the thing is, like, he was for me though. Even though, like, if anybody at the end of the day, only what you can bring of value to them, that they'll be for you as long as you making them the money or whatnot. I understood that. This is not my first rodeo. So over the years and time spending with him, like this guy really helped me out, and he didn't have to. But the thing is, it's like we had an understanding. It was like a loyalty. And for many years, I'm talking about like I knew him ever since 2015. He just passed away last year. So you can say 10 years. And it was something about, I'll hear what he say. Like he'll try to do little slick stuff and be like, hey, if I loan you this or whatever, you don't pay it back. You give me your soul at the end of the day. Like I'm a man of my word. So like I hear what he say, and I didn't take him as serious, but I just knew I was gonna keep my word at the end of the day. And you gotta be mindful of people that do stuff like that, because certain people, they see your light, they know who you are. And at the end of the day, I'm sharing this because people know who you are. Like if people treating you a certain way and you don't question it, it's because who you are. If you know your heart and your intentions are good and whatnot, and they fucking with you strong, hey. Now, long story short, when I came to, I like to call it online. So when I came online, I addressed them and whatnot, and like I was in my ego form and this and all that. So I was like, I'm not gonna announce myself or whatnot, over time, what it is, what it be. And I was sharing with him. And he said, welcome back, my friend. And I didn't grasp it at first. But he was like, I told you before, this wasn't our first time of interacting and, coming together. And he's a druid. I'm not going to sit here in front. And it's like, even as he passed away, like his energy, like his presence, he still, I know he's on the other side working for me though. And see, that's why I say you gotta be mindful how you treat everybody, even the passing, or even how you speak of what it is that you think is not here. Just because you don't see it in its physical form, hey, it's still, and it can make itself known through people. That's what people gotta understand, like what this is. And there was so many movies that shown it. It was one movie by Denzel, was showing how people and energy cross through people, and y'all call it possessed or whatnot, or whatever word is used at the end of the day. My whole thing is people know who you are. If you have certain people that's always poking and prying, they're trying to get you out of yourself. They're trying to get you low. They're trying to keep you down in a hell state. And if you got people uplifting you, trying to bring you up to a nirvana, to a heavenly place, as within and as outside too, and riding for you as they see you riding for yourself. Now, they see something greater than you that you don't see in yourself. So that should make you even want to do better though. So like with this guy, I'm sharing this with you because it's like he knew who he was, and it wasn't his first rodeo, just like it's not mine. My whole chart shows me like why, who I am, or where I am, and how I come, and not even that, just my memory and what I get of how I attain. So, and one thing this guy will always tell me, he will say, your heart is better than mine. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy, he loved playing, staying in the dark, and he say the dark is where it's at, where the power be, whatever. The thing is, humbly as I speak, I am the dark of the dark that comes to know the light, for the light within me that I bear. From within I build up of my light, of my energy. So within me, as I heal in the earth and mother too, for the consciousness of the alive, for being alive within me. It brings you to a whole different place, the inner overstanding, nature. Man got the scientific, and I'm not even fixing to go there. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Because my point is, this guy, he was for me. I had child support issues, whatnot. Hey, license about to get suspended. Blah, blah, blah. What you need, my friend? Bam, hit me up. And it wasn't like he was just giving it to me. Yeah, it was a service for a service, like I do work for him. He was running a whole bunch of stores. And if he was in my area, whatnot, or if I had to go travel, because, this is what I call a connectionship. It's not just because of what he does for me. It's about, okay, as you can give, I can give too. Like I can give a different way, just not the same way as you. And so you got to understand, you can't always look for someone to do equal what you can do. See where they value at, see what they have or what their strength is, and use that. It's not like you using them. It's just make it where it can work for the both of you. One might have the money, the other one might have the brains or the skills. Or one might have the money and the brains and the skills and just need the extra strength and the manpower. The thing is, what I'm sharing with you, don't judge outside of you, because this dude that I'm telling you about, you'll look at him, you'll think that he didn't have nothing. You'll think that he was a bum, and he was none of those things. And that's what shows me what humble is all about. It's like you can have it all. That's just because you have it all don't mean you have to live to show the world, because the only thing that does is keep you in captivity of the world. To keep striving, to keep having more and more and bigger and upgrade. Upgrade for what? Upgrade within you. Upgrade your system. Why all the material and all the gadgets? What about your system, your intelligence that you was never told? You are the real intelligence, but they give you AI. It's like, I listen to AI, I watch some videos on YouTube and I'll be like, damn, sound just like me, damn, they know exactly what it is to be. And then I understand, like, that is of me. What they're speaking is what they have studied over time. Now it's easy for them because now everything in the cloud. So they don't have to wait and search. They got everything at the hand of the data that they need to stay up in the now and the present, as all y'all keep showing and doing. You know what I'm saying? Even like now as I'm speaking, my whole thing is, it's like for every ear that takes this in and finds value for what they feel what it is to be, that's who it is for, honestly. Because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fear, for I know who I am. You cannot touch me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do to the body? Nothing that I already have not experienced when I was in the world. I already know what that is, and that would be the worst thing that they can do, is put a person like me in a place around a whole bunch of people that will have an open ear and nowhere to go. I speak that very humbly. So, I should. So with that being said, it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge what you see a person what they wear. Don't judge because of what you see a person what they drive. Don't judge, because judging will have you missing out for what you think it should look like, for what it should be. And all that is just an illusion. Because look at most people. They're playing a role to fit a part, to be something that they got to keep up like a slave to maintain. Hear what I just said. That's just like with females. In order to feel that you look good, to be a part of something, what is beauty is, you have to make yourself up on the outside. When beauty comes from within. For what your glow, for what you feel, for what your attitude, for what you're feminine, for what you bring, or what you heal, and an unconditional love for what you give. And it's like these women, this masculinity with all this fakeness on and just taking away the nature of the body. It's like, who told you that is beautiful? Who told you that is gorgeous? Who validated that? Who told you mutilating yourself and making yourself fit up and look like a clown with all this makeup and hair and nails like Freddy Krueger? Who told you this was beauty? Who defined that? How did you even come to that? It had to be something outside that you saw. So it's not you. It's something that created for around an environment for what you saw, watched, heard, see, what was told. Then that's what you gravitated to, but that's not nature though. You don't see how you conform? I mean, like, look in the mirror and see, like, is this really me? It's like, I used to get a haircut every week. Every week. It used to be every week, outfits, clubs, strip club, all that. Grateful. I see how dumb it was though. I'm grateful for the experience to know, like, I see what it is to be dead. I see what it is to be numb. I see what it is to be asleep. I see what it is to be unaware. I see what it is for not taking care of my responsibilities. I see what it is to be a victim and play victim mentality. You know, I had to learn and then had to drop all that shit loose. Most importantly, everything that wasn't for me up, I had to let go all around. And that's when I started realizing what is my energy. And then, oh man, what a relief of not to be around no stress and no drama. And then I was never in no lack and no mess, because guess what? I realized I was the one that had. And people was only around me for what they can get. And now that I don't do none of that, I mean, what benefit am I at the end of the day? And it's great though, because not only I don't have to deal with nobody else's problems, nobody else's energy, nobody else's lack, and nobody else's want to piggyback off of me. And nor do anybody have to feel that I'm trying to get over on them, because that's the most funniest shit. When I'm more for you than you for yourself. So I love when someone say, I'm trying to get over. Maybe when I was in my sleep state in the world, yeah, you could say that, because it was all about finessing, hustling, you know, grinding and hitting licks. All that bullshit, you know, that hood, worldly survival mode. I gotta get this dollar. I gotta make a holler. I gotta ride to the sun up, smoking every day. I mean, like, come on, man. And there are times to learn from. And then I see plenty of mirrors outside of me on the same low vibration frequency of the same program, headed from destruction. I like to call it being a crash dummy. And you know, you have to go through it, because nobody's giving you this life with a manual, you know. And from where I'm at, I just know it's the heart. If your heart right, if your heart light, if your heart set up, hey, lighter than a feather. I can't even reach one. I got plenty over there. Lighter than a feather. It's a whole different world then. For you don't take on the world on the outside of you, because now you step into an internal world of knowing everything accordingly different from within. So my whole point is, don't judge a book by its cover. And if it's not building you up and uplifting you, that's through speaking, physical, financial, or just being there as an ear to hear, comprehend, take in, not no listen shit, one ear out the other. You want someone to hear you, take you in, you know, not on the phone, yeah, what you say, what you say, yeah. No, you want someone that's gonna interact with you, someone that's gonna pay you attention. And if you can't get that from outside, give it to yourself. That's what unconditional love is about, not searching or seeking outside to know within you to be whole and complete. So I really don't want to make this video long, because with spirit and all, I have a lot that I can speak on. And I just feel like whoever takes this or watch this, if it's for you, let it resonate, because your eyes are very delusional, because the program gave you or what you see or what it is to be. Where we're at, awareness, it's about what you feel physically, internally, what you read from the energy of the vibration, of the frequency of the interaction, the connection within. So, and that's what we're here for, our awareness of our knowing, of our team within us, of our divine, of our divinity, that we each can connect to. I'm no special to anyone. Only thing that makes me better is the choices that I make at the end of the day. And I just thank my team that guides me all the way. Gratitude, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. So, with that being said, people will be for you, and they won't look nothing like you. And the ones that look like you, those will be the more to be quick to be that serpent, that snake that will bite you. Unless you're aware, are you able to feel from within you to what resonate with your heart, for what your spirit of your team or your guidance guiding you? Like, hey, something ain't right with this one. Oh, this one right here. Oh, this straight. Oh, be open to this. Be open to this. I don't know how that would come to you. Everybody different. I got all different formats that come, honestly, and open to have the eye, the heart, and the gut to know what it is. So if it registers, if it fits, if it sticks, apply it. It's for you. If it don't, hey, to the next one. I send out love, peace, light, happiness, and joy and harmony to all that takes, to all that be. Gratitude. Unity we grow. Harmony we win. It starts within each and every one of us at the end of the day. I say.